This is the dream job times two. I mean, it really is fabulous how much freedom of expression Kim and Jeff give us.
I think one of my jobs is to really fan the fires of entrepreneurial spirit, because it's really easy to have entropy set in where the solution to problems are to make rules and policies and forms. But you really have to do the dance of making sure that you don't have so much of that going on that you kill people's drive to do their best work, you know, and everybody kind of kicks back and goes, you know, I have to do it the way it says in the book.
My name is Floris Delay. I am the technical director here. I studied brewing in Belgium. Well, I think it's very exciting working here because we're making beer, and it's a product that people enjoy, so it's fun for us to make it. The profit margin is good, so we have the ability to really be a trendsetter from an environmental perspective.
My husband Jeff was on a mountain bike trip in Europe in 1985. And he tasted a beer there that he wanted to emulate as a home brewer. When he came home, he started formulating a recipe and tinkering around with that. And he named that beer Fat Tire in honor of the trip that he took. We actually had 5 beers within a couple of months of each other. So we knew we wanted to make a portfolio of beers. Fat Tire was one of them, but Abbey and Triple and Sunshine Wheat. And we were just phenomenally successful. When people ask us, either Jeff or I, did you envision this? We both kind of look at people like, are you kidding? There's no way that either one of us thought that we would have 140 co-workers and 80,000 square feet and be I think at this point we're rated the 6th largest craft brewery in the United States, and we're in 12 states.
One thing that makes our beers unique is that they are some of the only true Belgian-style beers being made in the U.S. Our brewmaster is from Belgium. The quality assurance that goes into these beers, that's one thing that New Belgium has invested heavily in. Kim and Jeff always joke, rather than lining our basement with gold bricks over the past years, they've been putting stainless steel back into this brewery. Everybody here at some point has to contribute to taste panel. You need to go down and help sample the beers. We taste the beer daily. All the quality assurance equipment we have in this brewery, the technical equipment that they use, none of it can replace the human palate in terms of being able to detect stuff. So everybody's palate here is actually cataloged by our QA team. They know exactly what my palate can pick up and what it can't. I've been chosen to stay at level 1, which means I'm essentially Joe Sixpack. Kim and Jeff really share the entrepreneurial spirit around here, pass it around and give everybody a chance to sip in that amazing feeling of, I own a company.
I went to a seminar where someone talked about doing open book management and not having employees share in ownership is a little bit like inviting people to smell the dinner but not eat it. And so it became obvious to me that we needed to have some kind of a vehicle for employee ownership.
Being an employee owner is a huge perk. It's something that not a lot of places offer, and definitely gives me a sense of pride to work for a company that's open book management, that's employee owned, is really empowering, and it makes me want to give more to the company because of that.
We recognize that manufacturing creates a waste stream, and so that's always something that we're looking at. What do you do about that waste stream? We are a wind-powered brewery. So all of the energy that we use here comes from the wind power plant up in Wyoming. We have an incredibly comprehensive recycling program. We use the backside of sheets of office paper. We recycle all of our chipboard, all of our magazines, all of our shrink wrap. In the office part of our building, that's kind of a modified swamp cooler system because it's so dry here. Evaporative cooling is a really feasible alternative to air conditioning. And air conditioning is the biggest single energy expense in a commercial building. We also use sun tubes in many of our areas, so we're able to bring outside light into the building without burning any electricity. We have a rule here that any new technology purchases, 20% of those have to be from untested, kind of cutting edge products. Of that 20%, we expect 50% of that to fail. Because if you're not trying things that no one has tried, you never get any new technology. We are just about to put online a cogeneration plant. From our wastewater treatment plant, we will take the methane gas from our processed wastewater, which is not sewage waste, it's processed from making beer waste. We'll extract the methane from that, and we'll run that through a cogeneration plant, and we'll have thermal and electrical energy from that. Actually, one of our coworkers, probably 5 years ago, said, you know, I think it would be really great if we gave our coworkers a bike when they've worked with us for a year. So we give our employees, when they've been here a year, at the all-staff meeting that's closest to their year anniversary, we give them that year's cruiser bike. I think profits are absolutely critical. You can't keep the doors open. You can't employ people. You can't do really great things if you don't have profits. And you also have to have that other side that's about magic. We give $1 per barrel to philanthropic causes, so we'll give out approximately $230,000. We had a terrific year this year at the Great American Beer Festival. We won Mid-Sized Brewer of the Year and Mid-Sized Brewery of the Year. So it was quite an honor. We felt very, very special. We also won the Brewers Association of America Marketing Award this year.
We think one of the most important things we do in marketing is get people to come here and say, oh my gosh, New Belgium it's real people making real beer at a real factory. That's cool. We tend to treat our consumers as friends here. That's sort of the metaphor that we base our relationship with our consumers on. It's like, they're a friend. Is this something we should do to them? With these sponsorships and doing events and all that, we finally hit upon the idea we need to do our own event. We need to let Fat Tire Amber Ale, our flagship beer, become its own event. And that's where we came up with Tour de Fat, a play on Tour de France. And it's a hilarious ballyhoo of bikes and beer. We do stupid bike games, bring out their old cruisers, dust it off, bring the family out, act like a kid again, and have a great time and drink a few beers.
For me, if working in this business was just about making beer, I think, frankly, a long time ago would have said, well, okay, that's done. That was interesting, and now I'm ready to do something else. The intriguing part is, how do you create magic? How do you support a community of people? How do you show up in the larger community? How do you push technology envelopes? How do you strive to be a business role model? That's the part that keeps me really engaged here.